I welcome you to this session of ISO 45001 2018, and today we are going to discuss clause number 8.1.3, Management of Change. So as usual, first of all, I'll read out the requirement to you as given in the standard. Clause number 8.1.3, Management of Change. The organization shall establish a process or processes for the implementation and control of planned, temporary and permanent changes that impact occupational health and safety performance, including A. New products, services and processes, or changes to the existing products, services and processes, including workplace locations and surroundings, work organization, working conditions, equipment, workforce, and B. Changes to legal requirements and other requirements. C. Changes in knowledge and information about hazards and occupational health and safety risks. And D. Developments in knowledge and technology. The organization shall review the consequences of unintended changes, taking action to mitigate any adverse effects as necessary. And there is a small note below. A note says, changes can result in risks and opportunities. So let us discuss this requirement in more detail. And as we understand, we are talking about how we are going to deal with the changes, management of change. So the organization or the top management of the organization, they are supposed to establish process or processes, whatever may be necessary, for the implementation and control of planned, temporary and permanent changes that impact the occupational health and safety performance, including the changes may include A. New products, services and processes, or changes to the existing products, services and processes, including workplace locations and surroundings. If you have changed any workplace or surrounding, the situation for occupational health and safety risks may change, and there could be new occupational health and safety risks involved in the new location. So workplace locations and surroundings, if they are changing, we have to consider the occupational health and safety risks involved in the new workplace locations and surroundings. Work organization. The work organization, if there is, the management is making certain changes in the organization, then how those changes are going to affect the workers and how they are going to affect the occupational health and safety risks involved in the working or the processes where the workers are involved in carrying out the activities. So the work organization has any time when we are making changes, we have to consider the occupational health and safety risks. And working conditions. If the working conditions are changing at the place of work, then there could be possibly a new occupational health and safety risks involved. Because the working conditions are changing, the new conditions may involve some risks, so we have to take care of those risks. Then the equipment. If the equipment is changing because of the availability of better equipment, then how that is affecting the occupational health and safety risks. So we have to carry out the analysis and ensure that whatever equipment we are changing, that equipment is suitable for reducing the occupational health and safety risks, or from the point of risks, or from the point of operation of the equipment, the workers have full knowledge and they are least exposed to the occupational health and safety risks. Next is workforce. If there is a change in the workforce, then the new workforce has got to be trained. They have got to be exposed to the possibilities of occupational health and safety risks, and what personal protective equipment they are supposed to use, and how they are supposed to carry out the processes. All this has got to be explained to them. They have got to be trained properly. So the workforce, if there is a change, then we are supposed to ensure that we are training the people properly so that the risks involved are minimized. And then B is changes to legal requirements and other requirements. If the legal requirements pertaining to the operations are changing because of any changes in the legal aspects, then the organization has to consider those and make sure that these legal requirements are fully met, and the people working on the operations, they are fully aware about the changes to the legal requirements and they fulfill all the legal requirements, because this is mandatory that the organization shall fulfill the legal requirements. So if necessary, the changes to the legal requirements have got to be explained to the workers so that they are fully and completely met, and the organization is not at fault as far as the legal requirements, compliance of legal requirements are concerned. So the legal requirements have to be taken care. Then C, changes in knowledge or information about the hazards and occupational health and safety risks. If there are any changes in the knowledge or the information pertaining to the hazards and occupational health and safety risks because of new technology or because of new equipment or because of changes in the workplace, then the organization is supposed to make the workers aware about these changes and ensure that the occupational health and safety risks are kept at the minimum. They are taken care fully and completely, and if necessary, the minimum aspect is maintained. Okay, and we have to follow the sequence. In what sequence we have seen in the previous videos how we have to apply those options. What is the sequence of options for eliminating the risks? So accordingly we have to act on that. And D, development in knowledge and technology. If there is any change in the or development in the knowledge and technology, then the people are supposed to be made aware about these. They are supposed to be trained fully and completely so that they are able to absorb the new technology and they are fully aware about, they have the knowledge about the new processes. So we have to take care of all these things. Then next is the organization shall review the consequences of unintended changes. The changes which the organization is not intending, but the changes are happening. So for such changes, the organization shall review the consequences. The organization shall review the consequences with regard to the unintended changes. The organization is not intending, but the changes are happening because of change in technology, because of change in the organization, or because of the change in the manpower, or whatever may be the reason. And the organization has to take action to mitigate any adverse effects as necessary. So the situation has to be fully analyzed from the point of view of occupational health and safety risks as far as the changes are concerned, particularly unintended changes which the organization did not intend to make, but the changes are happening. So in such a case, the organization is supposed to analyze the whole thing and ensure that the adverse effects are mitigated, they are taken care, they are reduced, and the organization ensures that the occupational health and safety risks are taken care in the new circumstances. And there is a note below, a small note: changes can result in risks and opportunities. See, the changes can definitely, they can result in risks as well as opportunities. Suppose there is a new technology, there is a new equipment, new knowledge available, then it is to our advantage. So there are opportunities. Those opportunities must be availed by the organization. So the changes may be resulting in opportunities as well as in the risks. So whatever is the risk involved because of changes, that has to be taken care by the organization, and the opportunities have to be explored by the organization, and we have to take advantage of the opportunities available. So this is all in this requirement, and I hope you have understood the requirement fully and completely. But by any chance, if there is anything which is not clear to you, please give your comment below this video and I'll try to make it clear to you. I'll try to explain it to you. And I hope you like my videos, and if you like them, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and also share my videos with your friends and colleagues. I'll feel very happy if you do so. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that as and when I load the video, the information will reach you without any delay, and you will be able to see my videos after I have loaded them without any delay. So thank you very much for watching my videos, and see you again next Sunday. Okay, bye.